Welcome to tonight's show, guys. We are back in space. Not consecutively, because we missed 2 weeks again, but life happens. So...
It does.
It does. We are session 5, as we just confirmed, with back in the Elysian Theta Codex, with Jimmy flying Space Master, and the rest of us trying to fly something.
That's a good way to put it.
That is accurate.
So, just a quick recap, we're going to dive into the game, but we got Josh playing Leon, we got Allison playing Maddie, we have Travis playing Margie, I guess, and I'm playing a character called Selfie, and Jimmy's our Space Master. So, Jimmy, you want to do some housekeeping stuff before we dive in today?
Yeah, real quick, just so you guys, this is for your information. So, for the original 4 sessions that we went through, the first 3 being over 6 months ago now, I hadn't figured out how exactly I'm going to do experience rewards for Stars Without Number. The rules are pretty notoriously vague about it, leaving it kind of open to the GM about how they want to handle things. And I was kind of trying to adapt a set of guidelines that someone in the community had written up that was kind of based on killing / meeting / interacting with certain people, which involves calculating XP based on their level and hit die, and it got really complicated. So I'm going to award experience for 2 things in this campaign. One is, which you already have done, is a reward for finishing some sort of adventure, whatever that finish may be. So, for example, you got experience for handing off the package. Now, obviously, you didn't hand it off to where it was originally intended, but in a sense, you delivered the package, which was the mission. So you got experience on that, and I will weight that depending on the route you guys take, about your role-playing, about who you meet, and how you solve problems. The other thing that will award experience is goals. So now that we're back kind of into this world a little bit, perhaps more regularly, I want you to, and for people who've seen Stars Without Number, or excuse me, watch a roleplay Swan Song, you'll see this is basically modeled off that. I want you guys to come up with goals, which there's a section with 3 slots on your character sheet, to think as you go along, both about long-term major goals for your character, which may be related to your backstory, your goal, your interests, your desires, your expertise, but also make sure you leave room to have maybe short-term goals that develop because of what happens role-playing. I will accept them at any point, so if you want to write them in, I will evaluate and award XP based on those, depending on what happens. So it can be
any point?
Yeah, so if you accomplish, so for example, if you guys have downtime this session, feel free to think about what's going on. If you say, if we're playing and you guys are oh, let's go try and unlock this locked door, and someone quickly writes down, unlock the locked door, I'll be yeah, great job, 10 experience. So
my goal is to make money at some
Farming boars, man. Farming boars.
Yeah, so I'll do that if you want, but I really want it to be a mixture of so I talked about this with Travis, and Margie has a couple goals that are related to where she came from before. Oh, and I see you've updated one of them too.
I have.
And by the way, I hope these are locked from each other, but
They're not.
They're not.
No.
No. Okay. Well,
but I'm not.
Here's a favor. I mean, you can, I guess, look at it. We're all adults here, and we're not going to try and sabotage each other.
I'm totally going to metagame it. Oh yeah.
We talked about what it's like to form goals, and so if you guys have questions, we'll meet after this session, and I'll help.
Josh could read ours, right? Because he's a psychic, so that's fair.
That's
right.
I can't even remember. What are your psychic abilities? You've got telekinesis and
Biosonic Star. I so wish I went something else now, but oh well.
Well, you will level up in time, and you can always diversify.
Correct it.
Yes, so if you have questions about formulating goals, I can help you out. But Travis did come up with what I like is a nice mixture of character-related goals, like interactions amongst the party, stuff related to his backstory, and also stuff that's related to what has actually developed in the campaign. And
I
that's
feel like I'm
the only
going
way
through like
we're
a
going to
semi-annual review.
Say that again?
I feel like I'm going through a semi-annual review for work or something.
Well, so because I wanted to be
What are
trans.
your long-term goals?
I wanted to be trans. When you guys were like, "Well, are we getting experience?" I wanted to be transparent ahead of time and say this is how you earn experience. So that's that. And
Now, where are the slots for this? I'm trying to find it while you're talking about it.
It's right, kind of in the middle. If you're looking, look at where my thing is. It's in between. It's in the middle columns, like K through P, and down a couple boxes. It says current goals.
Yeah, it's above psychic powers.
Are you looking on the
Assuming
Roll20
that-
sheet, Allison, or the Google Drive sheet?
The Google Drive
Actually,
sheet,
it's
is that
above
my
psychic
issue?
powers.
No, you should be on
No,
the
it should
Google
be
Drive.
there. Like it says, it says current goals.
Oh. I see it now. I'm
I got
smart.
two there, and they both have question marks.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not. I don't think I will make public the XP I'm going to reward.
Alright. I highlighted it on my sheet, so now I can't miss it.
Okay. Yeah, is there any other questions before we get started?
Nope.
Just that, I think technically one of the goals has been finished.
Do the goals have to be like very specific?
Yes. So actually,
It's te-
I will
I have a goal that's very
talk
like
about that at
generic,
break.
apparently.
In fact, in a sense, Leon, 2 of your goals have been finished. So we'll I'll look at those. We'll talk about that out off stream because
What
there
was
is-
it? Get the damn handcuffs off?
it was one was deliver the package, which you guys accomplished, and I actually awarded experience based on that. So you will probably take that one off, and then I'll talk to you about the other one.
So I assume then you want us to you want to kind of discourage us from overlapping with the mission, right? Like if our mission is deliver the package, we shouldn't use our goals for deliver the package as well, right?
I want to encourage you guys to be creative about the goals because they're going to be missions, but you guys are so much more than that, and your relationships that you develop, and so it can be related to the mission, but maybe it has to do with how you want to accomplish the mission.
Okay.
So in other words, like not accomplish the mission. You can still put that stuff down, but I will not award as much XP about it. So I don't want to say you can or can't do anything.
Yeah,
I
you
think
don't.
to be fair, those were down like several sessions.
No, I know.
Yeah.
So
And I'm not saying Josh shouldn't get XP by any means. I just mean you don't want us being like double dipping. It's got to be accomplish the mission in a certain way that's not just on the main path, right?
Right.
Cool.
Okay. We good? Questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think
on my current goals, like how specific should these be? Mine seems like open-ended, broad. There's
we'll
no
work on
like goal.
I talked about that with Margie.
Okay.
About specificity is good. I don't mind open-ended, but do yourselves a favor and think about what makes it. What is an end state for that goal? You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
We'll
I think we
we'll
wrote
talk.
this down like in the very beginning. So
Yeah,
it's,
exactly. That's why I wanted to talk about it now, just so you guys get it on your
Okay.
mind. Cool.
Awesome. I do think we have one more thing to do though before we start.
Yes, actually, it's true. Somebody has leveled up, you filthy expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, dirty
Okay,
expert.
So now
For
here's
our-
the big roll for XP.
So for our viewers, reminder, at level 1, everybody starts off at with HP equivalent to what their hit dice is. So Marjorie
Weak as fuck.
is an expert, which starts with which works off of a D6 hit dice. So she started with 6 HP. Now at level 2, she gets 2 D6 hit dice, and she rolls for that, and cannot get lower than the 6 she already has. So your goal is to roll 7 or higher here, Travis. I would assume, unless
Yep.
you want to be weak and pitiful.
Yeah. So basically,
Kids never watch
instead of
points.
D&D where I just roll 1d6 to add to my total, I'm rolling my total number of hit dice and seeing if I get better than what I currently have. So if I roll a 6 or under, my hit points don't change. That's where this system is a little tougher than other ones. Like combat.
Not guaranteed to gain HP, but you also start out a little bit more comfortably.
Yeah.
Oh, and you get a con bonus if you also, which you do not have.
Yeah, I don't have that. So here we go, big money.
10.
Yes,
Yeah.
take it.
That's almost as good
Take
as it could be. Well done. Well done.
Nice.
Selfie and Maddie, both of you notice as fairly accomplished soldiers who've done their fair share of work. When you see Margie next time, she's looking notably more toned. All right, she looks.
I
healthy.
imagine her glowing. for
Yeah,
a
nice
few minutes.
flush to her skin.
It's like I gained 66% of what I had previously.
Okay, so
You're looking good, Margie.
so
Oh, you know it, Selfie. It's so
yeah,
much.
I
With
saw.
the voice, I imagine a buff older lady.
So last session, which was abbreviated and then further abbreviated anyway, we caught up with the party. Now, if you remember, you guys had been trying to find a way off of this, in Margie's words, goddamn station. You're stuck with this package, and you kind of left with no way to deliver it. And you had someone who was helping you out, putting you up for a period of time, but you guys were hanging around for about a week. You killed time. We went through everybody. We got some contacts that people sort of caught up with, notably Maddie, who met up with a priest of the New Order Catholics named Chromios, and was availing herself to him to see what she could do on her religious front. And yeah, everyone else had their various activities that they went about, and in general, you got stir crazy. So at about maybe the 7th day, you're awoken about 3 in the morning, and you were escorted by, or told to go to a location, a club, by D. Polymer, to meet her unofficial boss, Counselor Elida Ahari. You met her, and you found out that she was interested in making a deal where she would get the package that you're carrying, the suitcase, and in return she would set you up with a potentially lucrative mercenary venture that she had
Potentially.
Right. Now, she was willing to pay up front on some amount of the cost of the goods, and she did, and after excellent roll that was made in terms of bartering and haggling, Marjorie basically managed to get an additional unplanned 2,000 credits for the package itself, basically. So you each gained 3,000 credits after the last session, 750 apiece. Not much else happened. Josh, you had to run, I know, and the party basically exited the building, or is exiting the building when we start this session. Cool?
Yeah.
The one
just
reminder is that she said that you're due 10% of the cargo that you're ostensibly helping escort, and you don't know many details other than that. She's given you $1,000, and the cargo's valued, she said, at about 65,000 credits. So you're due about 6,500, which is down now to about 5,500 because she paid some up front for your participation.
Plus, Jimmy, and I won't let you forget this, I convinced her to get the captain of the ship we're going on to stow the shuttle,
Yes.
which I legally own, at least on data.
Yes, that's right. You did find out that the shuttle that you stole from the doomed freighter.
Well,
Stole is a strong
They
word.
can't really find a better claim for the property than yours, and it's easier to get rid of it into your hands. So we'll encounter the captain of this ship later. But yeah, we are. Unless there are any questions about what happened. So I'm gonna pull one of these deals. So before we zoom to the party itself, we get we're getting little cutscene where your camera angle is actually positioned right now above the Data Station upper city area, which you remember is where the docking bays are, and which is sort of militarily controlled, and where all the cargo and people go in and out from the system. And you zoom in, and you can see that the sort of quote-unquote quarantine or the restrictions on shipping are not let up at all. There's armed patrol ships going around all the different docking bays. Some of them where the larger bulk freighters connect by tube to the station. They look unmanned right now. Everything's pretty quiet on the outside except for the patrol ships and making sure that nobody's leaving the quarantine. You get a view of inside the station, the upper city itself, down a long hallway of a cohort of soldiers marching along, and they've got laser rifles and other even heavier equipment, and they're escorting some cargo to a particular ship. You see kind of like an angry captain following along and waving some papers around, or maybe it's even his data slab that's got some information on it, and shouting perhaps about how they can't commandeer cargo from him, and he's a lawful vessel, and et cetera, et cetera. But they seem to be taking the cargo to a different vessel. You see like large metal crates, and they're stamped like humanitarian aid on the outside. And the time fast forwards, and you see this cargo loaded up in a ship in the pilot's seat. You don't see who is piloting, but you see them get a electronic message that says clearance for System Thorkatla. You are good to go, Captain. And the ship, the freighter, it's a larger merchanting ship, not quite a bulk or a half freighter, but large ship, pulls away from the upper city. And at that point, we zoom in down out of lower orbit from the system, or from the upper city, and we zoom past and approach the lower city where you guys are. And it's dark, it's still nighttime, although you can see in busier bar districts the sort of yellow-orangish glow of the street lamps still shining on shadows of drunken people wandering around, or anxious crew members of ships hoping to hear word that they're going to get off the system soon. And we actually the camera dives down into a refuse drain that's sort of like behind in an alley, and it goes through, and you start snaking along the conduits and coolant systems of the lower city, which is actually in the atmosphere of Data, but keeps itself aloft through some sort of flying fan mechanism that you guys haven't looked into much. And we actually pop out of one of these fans and start zooming down towards the surface of Data itself, the planet. And we go down, and we're going through very thick, sort of brownish yellow atmosphere, and you guys know that it's corrosive. It's a very unfriendly planet on the surface. And you come out of the clouds, maybe just a couple hundred feet of the surface, and start zooming along and see long, broad expanses of methane ice flows, and perhaps some sort of ocean, or maybe a buried landmass. It's unclear. But as we're going along this sort of colorless landscape, other than the yellow of the darkened atmosphere, there's a compound that sort of rises through the thick mist, basically. And you're on land now, actually, as you've gone toward warmer climates, and there's still ice everywhere, but on the patchy land you can see that there's this clearly like a substance that's living. It's not just inert, it's lichen-like. It's apparently all that's native to this land is some sort of growing organism. Although the compound itself is seemingly kept clean of it. It's black and looks to be heavily fortified. And we zoom up towards the top words tower, and go into a window. And on the other side, you're in a plush boardroom. A woman, she's older, she's in her 70s, tightly bunned hair. You can see from your vantage point, if you're watching on screen, that she has a particularly large and uniquely deep green gemmed jewelry rings, and she's got a couple of them, maybe one on her pinky and then two on the 2 digits of her right hand, and they're very beautiful looking. And also she has this necklace of like opal-like stones darkened, but they seem to be generating their own luminescence. They're glowing slightly in sort of fractures in the stones, and then they fade, and some other ones will glow. And her back is to the camera. We see her bun and her shoulders, and over her shoulders she's looking at a hologram display. And what she's looking at is some sort of display colored of a blue oceanic planet, and there's a blueprint that's kind of overlaid this large planet that's showing the componentry of a space station being assembled, and she's sort of studying it right now. And there's a voice behind her, and it goes, Counselor, am I interrupting? You see a slight shake of her head, and she says, No, Colonel Zaro, I have been expecting you. She says, Counselor Becquerel, I am sorry that I have not been more forthcoming of late, but it's true, I have been unsuccessful in obtaining the package since it has arrived on Data Station. She says, well, it was more than that. The extraction itself was completely bungled. We sent in experts. It shouldn't have been gotten through our fingers. And he only replies with silence. She says, well, what are your plans now? He thinks for a moment, or at least lets the silence grow, and says, they have likely gone underground. Perhaps they are hiding in some lesser traversed portion of the Warrens. We should purge that den someday. It's troublesome, but apparently they have been less cautious. This evening I have heard word from our spotters that they were seen entering into a club district in the station. How do you want this handled, Counselor? She turns, and you can see that she's a very proud and perhaps once beautiful, but now very refined and gracefully aged woman in her 70s, perhaps. And she looks at him consideringly, and then dismisses with a wave of her hand and says, well, Zaro, Eris, I think we are on less formal terms here. You were once in the employ of the Riemann Secret Police, were you not? Surely you have some methods to do this. Probably above your pay grade, frankly. Zaro merely salutes her and retreats. And he pulls up a compad as he's leaving the room and says, Yes, I would like to talk to Vasily, please. Okay. And we actually get a wipe right now. And we unwipe, and we're on another planet where it's actually morning time. You think it's another planet because it's morning. And you're in a massive city. It's kind of the backdrop behind you, and there's a very refined gentleman, a well-dressed, very nice suit, extremely thin. It's not like one of those Texas ties, but it's like just this like pencil-thin tie. That's apparently whatever the fashion is. He's darker skinned than anyone you've seen on Data Station who's native to it. And he's strolling towards what looks like a large factory entrance with his hands kind of clasped behind his back. And there's a woman walking next to him. And he's walking up, and you can see, before you hear anything, as you're zooming in, you can see the sort of like a big computerized sign. It says, the Pride of Manisha, New Theravala, what's the name of it? New Theravala core, or rather, central factory for the Basadre Pact. Basically says it lists like the Basadre Pact, which is a faction you guys may have heard of, that it's got like the sort of the name of the company. It says like New Theravala, like Central Factory, basically. And you follow sort of this man walking up, and you can see over his shoulder as we get closer that the workings of this factory are very advanced. I mean, we're talking TL4 plus robotics that are sort of in play that open a very like intricate security door on the side that he walks through. And you now finally hear, as you get close enough, the woman say like, "But Mr. Benavides, what do you want to do about this? I mean, I haven't heard word in over a week and a half, and reports of the ship was blown up. It could be possible that something happened. Perhaps the cargo is lost." And the man nods sort of slowly and says, "Well, perhaps. Perhaps it is time that we involve ourselves in other matters, but this was a critical piece going forward. I can't rule out the possibility that someone has gotten their hands on the technology. Have you heard word from your couriers, Miss Ray?" She says, No, I haven't. They were perhaps met up with a contact that I have on Data, but I don't know. I haven't heard from her since, and the silence is worrisome." He nods and says, "Well, we'll keep ourselves vigilant and imagine that a larger player has gotten involved. You've done well. You secured this device for me, and for that I'm appreciative." And she sort of like nods thankfully. That seems like she's off the hook. And yes. So at that point we sort of zoom away from the planet and zoom back on what looks like the back door of a club. And yeah, we see the party emerge. Margie's leading the way, leading out into the sort of 3:34 a.m. glow of the light. There's clearly still people. There's rowdy crowds you can hear around a corner somewhere, but you're kind of getting let out the back entrance.
Hello?
And yeah, you have instructions for meeting a ship called the Olympias in about 12 hours time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
And you all
how much?
pile out.
And we got an extra 700. So just to be sure about this, we got an extra 750 credits each.
Yes, each. It was 3,000 credits that I didn't just give to Margie. I had that split evenly. I guess
Yeah,
Margie,
yeah.
if you want to retcon that, you can, but...
No. Split
Yeah.
even. So we're leaving at about 3 p.m.
3:30. No, 3:30. Yes. So you're supposed to meet at 3 or like 4 p.m. sharp.
Okay.
This ship, the Olympias.
Okay. Is there any shops at all
It's
that
3 in
are
the
open
morning.
at this hour? Yes, but it's a space planet.
Yes.
Bars
so,
that are
so
closing.
now where you are right now. Right now, you look like you're in a place that's geared towards nightlife. So you don't see any. I mean, depending on what you want to go hunt for, I mean, we could. What do you want to look for?
Das is like, can I buy
you
some
go-
grenades at 3 in the morning?
Actually, yes. You're
I
being
wasn't
quite
joking.
accurate.
Okay.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at
I think. I don't think we need to belabor this. I think you saw a gun shop as you guys were walking here, and if you want to retrace your steps, it was open at least half an hour ago. It might be closed now. It looked to be like a smaller end establishment. You're not going to find super nice weaponry, but it had surplus supplies of some sort. So yeah, you can retrace your steps to there.
I will head there immediately.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, Leon, where are you going now? We should probably head back, get some sleep.
Getting some supplies for our journey tomorrow.
It's 3 in the fucking morning. Who the hell are you gonna
Yeah.
buy from?
Only got 12 hours.
Yeah, let's go to bed. Get here in the morning. Come on.
Margie, do you not see the area we're in? Everything's open at night time here.
Yeah. A bunch of drunk people wandering around looking to pickpocket.
I can handle myself.
I shrug, look at the other two. So, we going with him, or?
What are you looking for? How long?
It'll take me 5 seconds as soon as I go into the shop.
I can wait
I
5
would
minutes.
personally rather rest, but I'd rather not split the party either. So
Let's give him 5 minutes and we'll go back to D's.
that's fine. Let's
Shrug.
let's
All right.
yeah.
Let's find a place on the way. Ooh, they're selling euros. I grabbed some food from a food cart and follow along.
Nice.
Can I find dinner? I would totally buy that.
Yeah, there's definitely. Although you don't know what. I mean, just like real Donner, you don't know what the meat is.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not true.
It smells delicious. And it's actually pretty popular. So yeah.
I pay 5 creds for a euro or whatever.
No, it's probably like a street food. Just we don't even have to worry about it. It's so.
Nah,
little.
I'm just yeah. We go. Yeah, so we follow Leon. Where do you lead us, Leon?
To a weapons shop or arms shop, technically.
Okay. Yeah. It's on your back. It's on your way back. It's pretty. I think you're muted, Travis.
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said something. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, you find a little weapon shop, but we don't need to belabor this. What do you want to purchase? There's a guy in there. He looks sleepy, but he's clearly used to dealing with the late crowd here. So,
Question: besides explosive grenades, which I'm looking to buy, were there any of the stun ones that we run into in the first episode?
Yeah. Why don't you? Let's. So his supply of grenades is pretty low, and he's basically got like what's essentially been, you would assume is not actually stocked grenades, but like someone has had loose grenades that they're like, I don't need these, and sold them back. So make me I'll give you a bonus, but just make a quick luck save. We'll see if they have stun grenades itself.
Oh, crushed.
Yeah, good. Oh, yeah. So they have he's got like maybe a handful of grenades, maybe 4 or 5. 2 of them are stun grenades.
Nice. Does he sell armor too while we're here?
Let me look up grenades quickly.
Oh, they're dirt cheap.
Did we split money, or do we just have his? Okay.
Yeah.
You should have an extra 725.
750.
750.
So you're at 800.
Oh, that's right. I had 50. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to cost you 50 credits for the 2 grenades. Leon, you can just mark it off and put the stun grenades down. I'll give you stats on the stun grenades later.
Oh, he had 4 grenades total.
5 total. So you had 3 regular grenades.
Oh, I will buy 1 stun grenade and 3 regulars.
1 stun and 3 regulars. So that's 100 credits, and then just mark it down. Yeah. And let's see. Let me look at armor real quick. Yeah. So he has some of various makes and age and wear and tear, but he has some woven body armor.
Does he have any combat field uniforms?
No.
Okay.
No. That would be like having somebody's like smart suited, skin tight, or like uniform grade, officer grade armor, and this is just a military surplus store that you're at.
That's all right.
But he has some woven body armor.
Cool. Yeah, I'll pick some of that up. Does this guy want to buy my metal plate mail? I'm wearing like fitted...
You mean your metal plate? Not your plate
No,
mail?
metal. I have plate mail.
It's a metal plate. I mean, it's not quite mail like in the fantasy sense, but it's not just the Clint Eastwood like thing, you know, the like.
It's not the plate under. No, it's like a fitted breastplate, basically.
So why don't you roll me a
persuasion?
Yeah, you can do a persuade or a business roll or a some sort of engineering roll about the value maybe of the. But what do you tell him with your persuade roll?
I just tell him it's like, I don't fucking know. It's really good armor. It saved
it's the best.
Saved my life in a few scrapes. You know, it's well made. You could definitely adjust it in size too. It's got adjustable straps. Blah 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 blah. I make a roll.
He's like bored. He's like, yeah, if it's so great, why are you selling it?
Oh, 'cause I'm buying this new stuff from you.
Yeah, and he like looks and he's like, listen, we got customers at a little bit more higher end than this metal, but I know a guy who can scrape, scrap it. So I'll give you 15 credits for it.
15? Wow. No, I'll keep it.
Do you have
Not that.
business?
Oh, it's not metal mail. Excuse me. So it's metal plate.
Metal plate.
So
yeah.
revise that to, he says, 40 credits for it.
Fine.
It's almost a grenade.
Yeah. No, actually, you know what? I keep it. Fuck it.
So it begins, Travis.
My pride. It's
He
my pride.
shrugs and like rubs his forehead. He's like, whatever you want, man.
Alright, yeah, I pick up some woven body armor. Sweet.
Okay, mark off the. He charged you
Yep.
the 400 for it. He wasn't jacking the price up more than that. That's actually you can charge 350 because it's used and there's clearly like. It's not going to affect the AC at all, but it's clearly pretty worn, like
Yeah, it's kinda
worn
shit.
woven body armor. So he knocks off 50 credits from what would be fresh armor.
Alright.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I have one of those yet. Right. I don't suppose, like, just near this shop is a shop that sells, like, a compad or something. Well, I think about it.
Most of the
Oh,
electronics
yeah.
shops are not going to be open this time of night. It's just asking for trouble, especially if they have valuable stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eventually go
Yeah, we
buy a
can get
compad.
one in the morning, Leon. I need one too.
Yeah.
I think we're the only two that don't have
What do you
one.
mean it's the morning now?
Technically.
Yeah,
It's morning somewhere.
you guys are out and about. You see occasional drunk person. I take it you're heading back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. You don't really see anybody else about who's sober in any way, at least on the route that you're taking. Because once you get towards like Dee's nicer district where she is, where she lives, there's not people out. Period. So, yeah. So, whoever has the best luck on the squad, can you guys give me a luck
14.
save?
13?
Anyone got better?
Best luck.
Uh,
14.
Luck,
Yeah,
luck,
it's
luck.
one of the two warriors.
Mine's 13.
Oh boy.
And I will actually give you a +1 on your roll too. So go ahead and whoever's got the best roll D20 +1.
Oh, so everyone
Not
rolls it.
me.
No. Whoever I'm letting you guys. Whoever has.
Oh, Maddie.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Maddie.
a lower number is better?
+1.
No.
Yeah.
So in the no. So in the saves, you roll a flat D20, and I'm giving you a +1, but normally it's unmodified, and you have to equal or better your luck save.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, your saves are basically DCs. They go down as you level up.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys are.
I tried.
It's all right. You guys have been successful for a while now, so it's nice.
Yeah,
Something
Time to
will
suck.
happen somehow.
Yeah. I'm like wearing my new armor, like trying it out.
Yeah.
Unless they're coming at me with knives, in which case I'm wearing my old armor.
Said anybody about anybody coming after you?
Unless it's monoblades, in which case new armor.
Yeah. So you guys round a corner, and you can see actually Dee's building, like right around the corner. And there's
like stomping on my euro.
there's a guy sort of leaned back. You can actually see him smoking a cigarette in the alcove. And what do? So he's not hiding himself, but he's a shady figure who's not stumbling around drunk, who seems to be standing like off the way smoking a cigarette, and you're gonna have to pass by him. Do you guys do anything?
Stab him. No, I'm just kidding.
So is he like right outside D's, or is he down from?
No, he's not outside the building itself, but he's on your path towards it. And in this particular area, you would have to turn around and backtrack and go around.
I don't
Well, I'm
even
just-
think anything of it. I keep
I'm actually
walking
like,
unless it says something.
I'm gonna stop, and noticing that there's like just a random person out there, I'm actually gonna take out the scope of my disassembled sniper rifle, and I'm just gonna look at him.
You get a zoomed-in view, but what you can basically see from here is a shadowy figure with a cigarette. You can see the ash burning
The
off the
smoking
cigarette.
man.
Really? Yes. Yeah, you see the like individual tobacco bits burn off with your scope, but you don't see. I mean, why don't you? You can make a perception check for me.
That sounds lovely. What stat would that be?
I think it's usually wisdom, isn't it? Which should be good for you, right?
This is based off of wisdom, yeah.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Yeah, you see vague outline. You can't tell which way he's facing, really. It could be facing directly at you or slightly towards you. It's probably he. He's tall. Over 6 foot. Maybe 6'2". Looks pretty big, like, from the outline. Like, big shoulders.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this. This guy seems pretty big. And pretty big guys normally mean they have, well...
Pretty big hands.
I
What are you guys doing? You guys just stopped in the street.
I just walked
staring
past
at
him.
this guy, and...
I didn't stop. I'm just
Okay, so did you stop, Leon, or no?
Oh, I stopped.
I wouldn't. I just keep
Have a
walking.
look.
Okay,
Fuck this
Self,
guy,
what did
whatever.
you do? When
I'm
Leon
still
stopped.
going.
Okay, so Leon stopped.
It's
everyone else
nice.
was-
There's some guy standing out there having a smoke break, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as we walk past, I like raise my half-eaten ear at him. Give him a nod.
Yeah, you can see close enough. It's a pretty like. He's got a pretty dumb looking face. He just looks kind of craggy. Everything's kind of mushed. And he like drags his cigarette and sees you and just sort of like gestures you to like move along.
Okay.
Moving along.
Hurried behind them.
Well, yeah. So you dropped back a bit. So you're maybe like, I don't know, 15, 20 feet back from the party at this point. And as you start walking or hurrying up, the guy steps forward and walks out towards Leon. I think everyone kind of notices he moves. He doesn't seem too concerned about you guys, but he walks towards Leon.
I put my hand on my pistol, but I don't take it out.
Okay.
Yeah, at
You
this
walk
point
and
I stop
stop?
as Leon's like,
You say anything?
huh, I'm not right beside the guy. Like, we went past, he's starting to move. I just kind of stop and watch him.
So I
Yeah,
guess
what do you
at
do?
this
You
point,
you see him make towards you. You can see it's a he, definitely now.
So I make look like I'm putting my hands in both my pockets to like just walk, but I'm actually reaching for a grenade.
Got it.
And this is how Josh rolls a new character.
Yeah, so
Not an explosive grenade. I bought a stun grenade for some reason.
he sees you reach into your pocket.
But I do make the casual appearance that I'm doing it to keep my hands warm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
coming at you and you're reaching in your pocket,
Yes.
dude.
He explains to the guy, "Don't worry, I'm just casually putting my hands in my pocket."
I'm just saying I'm trying to be
I'm just
casual about it.
masturbating, sir. It's fine.
I'm not gonna make you skill check this. I'm just gonna make you roll. initiative.
Oh, we're just
Am I
rolling
right with
initiative?
Yeah. Right. Unless you guys are taking actions, for right now it's just gonna be Leon.
Oh.
I just, like... Is this guy, like, going for a gun? What's he doing?
This guy, he hasn't done anything. He's just walking towards
then I'm
Leon,
not doing
and
shit.
but he sees he sees Leon go into his
Pants.
pocket, and like he quickens his pace and reaches by his side.
But this is behind us. We can't see this.
No, I mean watching. I mean, you guys are just sort of like
I just
sort of
I
like
just
staring
yell-
at all this.
I just yell, "Hey, Leon, who's your friend?"
Do I know you,
And I
sir?
see if the guy does anything.
The guy, yeah. So
Sounds
you
like he did
rolled.
something.
I rolled a 1, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's
Oh,
going for me.
initiative? Sorry.
Yeah, well, I haven't had you guys roll yet, but if
Just
you want to roll
Leon.
now, why don't you just go ahead and roll?
And it's a D8 plus your dex, right?
Yeah, Dex mod, yeah.
There you go.
I thought I was hearing things, and then I realized you put music on or something. I was like, what is that? Where's that coming from?
Yep. Actually, I guess I should do this over here. Not too loud, is it, the music?
No,
You're
probably
good.
crank it up a little bit if you want.
It's gonna,
Yeah,
it's gonna get
like I
louder.
said, I didn't know where it was coming from, and I thought I was hearing stuff.
Okay, so initiatives. So nothing's really happened yet. I'll just remind everybody. Selfie. You guys can see the turn order, right?
Yep.
I don't have a character for this.
You see his pores. I just saw that now.
The best way is to have a very random token just randomly about.
Wait, can I not just drag this into my...
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was doing it because I was trying to be, nosy and helpful. Go ahead,
Oh.
drag yourselves in.
Okay.
But yes, Maddie, you're gonna go first. What do? You see this one guy, and actually,
Oh, wait, I didn't roll anything.
Me.
oh, not the 10. Yeah, roll D8 plus your Dex mod.
Oh, wait,
A
shit.
10 would be pretty impressive.
Yeah, I realize it doesn't.
D8 plus
you know.
1.
Yeah, I wish I had
Just
17
lightning
decks.
speeds
That'd
that.
be awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
Rolled a 5. So, Margie and Maddie, what do you do? And by the way, Maddie.
Yes.
You're maybe at the front of the pack because you really just kept walking, didn't care about this dude.
Yeah.
You see at the corner of your eyes, you're watching him sort of accelerate towards Leon. Two more figures come out of the sort of alley behind the awning where he was standing and start to follow the guy.
Okay,
So there's 3 people between us and Leon, basically.
Yeah, think of it as a triangle where the guy is getting closer to Leon, but the other 2 are further back from him, about as far as you are from Leon himself. So it's a triangle, if you will, of...
Okay.
'cause
okay,
they were tucked further back wherever
Yeah.
they were.
so seeing 2 more people come out, and now there's 3 between Leon and I will actually pull out my pistol and have it pointed towards them, but not say anything.
Okay, you just want to pull out your pistol and point it at them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so do I, since this, like, I'm looking in the same direction, do we all see these other 2 dudes?
Yeah. Pretty much I turned up. Maddie, I mean, you point him out to Margie, don't you?
Yeah, I would at least like clear my throat, like,
Point over there.
I wouldn't say anything, but maybe like make a noise to signal, there's something.
Yeah.
Clear my throat, kind of. Yeah, signal
I what's this guy wearing?
Can't
Does
really
it just
tell.
look like clothing?
Yeah, it looks like clothing. He doesn't look like
A cloak and
dark
nothing else.
clothing.
Okay.
That's about it. Pretty rough looking from what you saw the first guy, but you can't see the clothing really on the other guys.
Yeah, well, I don't want to draw too much attention, so I chuck my knife at his back.
One, the original guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, he's closest to me, so.
Yeah, roll to attack.
What is his AC?
So his AC is 9.
9. Awesome.
And you're gonna be rolling with your dex since it's a
Yep.
thrown attack.
Oh, and then I suppose I have to look at my combat, so that's probably -1.
Yeah, it's combat
What is-
primitive.
Primitive? Shit. Yeah, I should have went for the laser.
And then primitive, and then
Plus dex,
so
so
it's the AC
Just plus
20
9.
plus AC mod plus the relevant school. You have no attack bonus, and no special attribute with the weapon. So
it's just +9.
yeah. Well, unless
Oh, doesn't matter.
It's okay.
He's just like,
Give
here's
me a good idea.
Leon, you see a knife coming at you.
yeah. So
Okay, I can make
Leon,
it
you
work, actually.
looking as you're getting ready.
I drop my euro.
Yeah, you're looking at you sort of glance and see Margie, and she pulls out a knife and looks and throws it, and it like it flies off to the far to the left, and it actually hits a street lamp, and it like goes out, and that was like half of your light on this block.
And make
Oh,
note of
shit.
where the
Like, I mean, it's
night-
blinking, it's not totally dark or whatever, but you basically hit some sort of light nearby, and just like,
Oops.
I don't know. It was a good hit on the light. Just nowhere near your target.
Jimmy, I make note of where the knife is.
Okay. It's fine. You note the
Because
knife.
this will be-
Selfie. What are you doing?
There's no one like within reach of me. They're
No.
all going for.
You guys are all just kind of standing around, like, pulling weapons. Margie was quick on the draw and perhaps should have taken her time more with the knife. You guys are just kind of there, yeah. You're in the middle of the road, essentially.
Yeah, and they're all from one direction, right?
Yes, they all came from one origin point, presumably, which is on a building that you've walked past now.
How far is the closest one?
The closest
To me?
is, it's probably equal, actually, between whoever the lead guy is and the two getting closer. I mean, he's maybe like 20 feet away,
Okay.
and the other guy's going towards Leon's probably 15, 20 feet away as well.
Okay, I'll follow, I guess, Maddie's lead and just shoulder my combat rifle up and take aim at the closest guy and see what they're doing.
Cool.
Not shooting, but yeah,
Just
same thing.
aim, so you're ready.
Same
I
thing,
can
yeah.
assume you're ready in action.
Yeah, I mean, if ready in action. If one of them injures one of us, I'll take a shot.
Cool.
Or moves to injure. Not.
Yeah, they're not likely to hit in this system.
Okay, so we were on. Leon, you go at the same time as the thugs that are coming towards you. They're not running, but you do see the guy pulling out what looks like some sort of baton at his side. So go ahead and when he sees you go to your pocket, he breaks into a jog. So what do you do?
So, God, I got one of three options. I'm trying to figure out which one's probably the better. I'm gonna guess option 2 because it's going to distract him, probably. Hopefully.
Okay. What is that?
At this point, you have to tell
Yeah.
us what option 2 is.
Yeah. Option 2 is to use the knife in my awesome plan, but I'm actually gonna double check something quickly first.
Okay. Does this involve
Uh,
some sort of psychic skill?
Yes.
Okay.
Range is moot because I'm gonna be using the range of the psychic power anyway. How far is the knife away?
The knife, it's visible to your unaided vision.
Yeah, but how far is it away, I guess? Is it less than 40?
Yes, it is less than 40. The lamp, he just sort of walked into it, and so that was just where it redirected.
Yeah, so I'm just like gonna like basically peer at the knife, then peer at him, and the knife is gonna go. Boop.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna roll.
Roll a
you
boot
gotta-
check?
You gotta roll the attack, basically, and you take a minus
Yeah, it's-
2 as a particular.
But I add all psychic bonuses that I would get.
What do you mean all psychic bonuses?
And using the relevant combat skills of the psychic. So since I'm using,
I just sent that just means you roll combat primitive. It's the relevant combat skill.
yeah, well, I'm using a psychic power. That's psytech, basically.
No. So it's referring to, or at least the way I read it is, it says, manipulate an object as if handling it with one hand. The force has an effective strength of 10 and can be used to wield an object to attack at a -2 penalty hit, and using the relevant combat skill of the psychic. The psychic refers.
Oh, hell no, then I'm just gonna freaking fire my pistol at him. Then fudge
Okay.
that, no.
Okay.
That's
You
way too
consider
romantic.
doing something fancy with a knife and then pull your pistol out.
Yeah, I thought it was like using relevant psychic combat skills. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can do that. Let's do that. Alright, so roll d20 plus 9 was his AC, was it?
Yep.
Do I have any other bonuses? I
May have
don't think.
No, I don't think you have an attack bonus. You're a psychic.
I don't have Dex either. God, I need to get a burst weapon.
It's just D20 plus
Oh, I
9.
put a cap in his ass.
Yes. Okay.
Nice.
Your quick draw. He's coming pretty close to you. So why don't you go ahead and roll damage on your weapon?
Yeah. Oh.
Let's hope he rolls shit on his HP.
Even if he doesn't, he like loses an arm or something, right?
Yeah. No. You actually pop him right in like the eye socket as he gets really close, and the dude's down right away. Jesus.
There's a spray back at us.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're beyond
He
nice.
just like falls forward. That he had like a stun baton in his hand, and he just collapses forward. And you see like as he drops down, the other two, Leon, you can see the other two like have started to jog behind him. And when they see him fall, they falter for a moment, but then they pull out stun batons and they're gonna run up to you. They're not gonna be able to get an attack in quite because they sort of were stunned by the events. But one of them says it's got a stun baton, but it's not like threatening. It's like, this doesn't have to be complicated. We just want the package. So,
I just laugh when he says that.
yeah. So we're top of the order. So, go ahead. Go ahead, Margie.
I think. Okay. I just pull my las pistol and I say, "Oh, this doesn't have to be deadly for you. We got rid of it a few hours ago. You should have came with money rather than batons." And I just level my las rifle at them.
Yeah. So.
And I prep to shoot if they like.
Yeah.
start-
No. So that they actually stop in their tracks right there when they hear that. Yes. So they pause. They like pause right there, and the one turns around and who is closest to Leon. The other backs up in a little bit and was like, "Hey man, just don't shoot. We're just here for the. We weren't gonna hurt you any. We were just here for the package. Vasily wants it."
Well, it's gone and go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I show him the rest, the package was on. I'm like, I guess things just got complicated, huh?
He has no idea what that means.
Yeah.
No, he
The
says
thoughts look
things
kind of
might have to get
confused.
complicated.
Like they had instructions like that. You go get somebody. The dude would have a thing. So they're kind of confused and they sort of back away and are like, I don't think this is over for you guys yet, but yeah, we don't want no trouble. And they sort of.
I just look at their dead friend. I'm like, I say nothing.
Yeah, he looks down at him. He's like, he was nobody, and it sort of bleed into the shadows. And
He was nobody.
here's some like streets. So yeah, you let him go, right? You're not gonna go enact justice, are you?
You already.
There's a dead guy.
They would be enacting justice on us.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
like,
That's
Marchie's in almost full panic mode. I'm looking around like, what do we do? What do
Oh.
we do? Dead guy right there.
I'm actually searching the guy, by the way, as soon as they like fuck off. I'm
Were
like,
you using a
trying to-
laser weapon?
No, I used a basic pistol.
Pistol.
Semi-automatic
Okay,
pistol.
so there
yeah.
was a loud gunshot followed by a body now laying in the street.
yeah.
They
That's
pieced
nice.
out. Selfie's like,
Margie
let's go.
puts her hood up.
Let's go. Let's get back to D's right now.
Yeah, I've
See anybody yet?
Leon, come on.
You're kind of around a corner from getting busy, but
We're
you know,
booking
maybe
it.
some.
We're booking
Yeah.
it back to D's.
Yeah, I grab my knife and put it back in its sheath and just start double timing it.
Cool.
I'm not running, but I'm power walking.
Sure.
Yes.
You guys are heading back. And good.
no.
We should really
If
stroll.
possible,
Whatever.
I will drag this guy into an alley and I'll search him quickly before I run back, because
Yeah.
maybe he might have
Oh.
something on him.
Leon,
I would say a little
Leon,
prayer over him.
Leon.
Like,
Oh,
I should pray. Ooh,
I forgot about my background. I was like, wait, shit, I'm a priest.
yeah, the New Order Catholic.
Yeah.
I look at the two kids and I'm like, what are you idiots doing? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Just like
So
a
that's
real
something
quick,
important
like,
on him.
you know.
It's a pretty quick search. He has
Don't make Padre feed the
on him.
spirits of Santi. Let's go.
He also has like a knife as well, hidden away somewhere. He has like a little. It's not quite a compad, but it's like a little handheld like computer device. It looks like it has
He's
some.
got a flip phone.
The compad's equivalent of a flip phone. So, yeah.
Okay, so he has a stun baton, a knife, and a compad. Did I miss anything?
It's not a. It's you can't just make. It's not a full.
Oh,
compad.
well, a flip device.
He's got some sort of computer device that he has something pulled up on. If you scan it quickly, you can see that it's some sort of instructions that are like sent. It's like the compad equivalent of a burner.
Okay, I will make note of the instructions on it. I will then immediately step on it and run,
Got it. Yeah.
taking the knife and baton
take
with
that.
me.
Focus.
You catch up with the party, and why don't we take our first break there?
Yeah.
Okay. Murder on the space station. Again.
Like always. Alright, guys, we'll be back in
Hey,
about.
the guy was coming at me with a weapon. I would get nothing.
He's coming right for me.
We'll be back in less than 10 minutes. Stay tuned.